So tonight I'm with Jennifer. Jennifer, I came up to you and I asked you if you had ever heard of Lost in Phoenix, and you said no. And I told you that the purpose of my channel is to create prevention through awareness. There's lots of young people out here, Jennifer, and by you having the courage to share your story, you could actually save a young person from coming out here to begin with. How long have you been out here in the streets of Phoenix?
Already 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
And are you using blues?
Yeah, I use drugs. I use blues and another drug, meth.
G?
G.
G is an upper and blues are a downer.
Yeah.
So how do you be?
I'm a downer.
Okay.
I'm a downer, so I don't. G is not my thing, but I smoke G so I can maintain myself. Awake, so I don't have to be nodding out constantly. So that keeps me a little bit wake up. It wakes me up for a little bit. But I mean, I usually I'm a downer. I'm a downer, so yeah. So I can actually get things done, and I don't be nodding out, passing out everywhere, So yeah. So when I don't smoke G, I do. You'll see me pass.
Okay. What's the biggest difference between them? Like the price the same? Is it which one's easier to get?
Well, G it's always the same price, but with the blues, you really don't know because there's different prices. From 30, it went down to 10, 15. Now it used to go. They're $5. Now it's $2, $3. It depends from which person you go through and you buy it off from. So it's really, I don't know, there's different prices on the blues. With the G, it's always the same. It doesn't change. So I really don't know about that.
And does your family know that you're out here?
Yeah, they know. They usually try to come and look for me every day to make sure I'm okay and to tell me to go back home. This is not my lifestyle. But it's just hard for me, to go back home.
What's the hardest part about that?
Because my kids are not there. And that's probably my main reason. I don't want to go back home because my other nephews are there except my kids. Because I lost my kids through CPS. And
is there ever the possibility of you regaining custody?
I don't think so, not no more. It's been quite couple years already.
So there's no contact ever for you?
No, they can't. I can't be. Well, a couple years back, it's been 2 years that they communicate with my mom. Actually, my daughter was the one that brought it up, so they contact my mom after 4 years. So my mom told me about it, but I can't be around or talk to them or anything, or her giving them information. And my mom always tells me, be strong because look how long has it been and your kids still remember us. But it's hard for me to go back home because I don't know. I feel like I didn't give I didn't bring my mom's happiness back, and that's all she wanted. So I don't know. It's been really hard for me.
When I talk to people, they mention there's usually trauma that they've experienced in their past. That's what they're trying to numb with blues or G or whatever, right? They're just trying to.
Pretty much that's what I do. Try to numb my pain. So the pain that I go through. So that's why I do drugs.
But what about? Don't you have that fear of taking a pill and not waking up from it? Because I'm sure you've known people or you've gone through an OD yourself, right?
Yeah, and help couple friends, you know, hit
Save
with
them, come back.
Yeah.
You've helped them with Narcan?
Yeah.
The spray or the shot?
The shot a couple times and probably like 2 times with the spray.
So you've already been there. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Doesn't that scare you?
Yeah. It does, and it gets me to think, you know, like it makes, I don't know, I think about it, but I don't know, I don't know, I guess I just keep doing drugs. I don't know.
Do you think you're stuck in a cycle that's hard to get out of?
Pretty much. I do feel like that. Because I'm always around it everywhere I go. And I don't know, I just try to fit in, I guess.
Have you ever thought about starting over, going somewhere where you don't know people and you don't know where to get it, and just starting over?
Lately, I have been talking about that to a few of my friends. Like, I want to probably go out of here, you know, to a different state, area, with not knowing nobody, to see how that feels, you know. And probably that's what I probably need, get away from here or leave the state, pretty much. I feel like I would have to leave the state.
If you had your children with you and you weren't doing drugs, what would you be doing right now? What would your life look like?
My life would look like me being home, taking care of my kids, my family, my husband. I don't know, probably would be married or something. I don't know. A wife house, or how do you call it?
Housewife?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you dream of that?
Yeah. I always wanted that, pretty much. But I guess not.
You're still young enough that you can attain that. You can still have that.
I know, my mom tells me that it's never too late.
Do you believe her?
Yeah. I do. I don't know, I feel like I let my kids down. That's why I feel like I don't deserve to be out there and just, I don't know, have a normal life without my kids.
But you do deserve a second chance. We all deserve a second chance. We all deserve the opportunity to make amends and do better, be better, especially for the kids, because they're the ones that need you the most. Right? You're going through trauma, but what about them? What trauma are they going through because they don't have their mom in their lives?
Yeah.
And so that's really unfortunate, and it breaks my heart to see you, because I think you love your children. It's that addiction that has a hold on you and doesn't let you go, right? For years now, 5 years. It's a long time.
Probably been a little bit of, I think, 5 or 6 years.
And in those 5 years, you've been through so much. You've seen so many things, right? It's lots of danger out here, right?
Yeah, I experience a lot now out here.
Doesn't that scare you?
Yeah.
That there's creeps out here that want to harm you and they want to take you, and then just, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you to get slumped out and then just snatch you, because that happens.
Yeah, it does that. It does happen. And I have seen it. I have seen a situation like that. Yeah.
And so the OD isn't enough, the violence and danger isn't enough. You're still gonna be out here, and I'm just trying to plant a seed in your head to let you know that you matter, you're important. Your children, they're important, and they deserve to be with their mom. I understand that CPS, Child Protective Services, has custody, but what about when they're 18 and they want to have a relationship with you? What will you be like then, you know?
Yeah.
So start working on yourself to, you know, it's so crazy because just looking at you, you don't have like telltale signs of a person that's out here, but that just goes to show that this affects so many people,
Yeah.
right? And there isn't a look to this epidemic that's going on in the streets, right? Of being out here in the streets and consuming, whether it's G or blues.
Yeah.
And my last question to you is, what advice would you give to young people that are young, they're at home, they want to be rebellious, a 13, 14-year-old, they want to be 18, 21, they want to be cool. And what advice would you give parents for those rebellious children, right? What should they watch out for?
The friends, pretty much the friends that they be having, or I mean, what that type of friends, you know, that your kids have. Always, you know, just, you know, have that trust your kids, you know, in going out or whoever they're gonna be hanging around with, and where they come from, and yeah.
It's a really good advice from somebody that knows, somebody that's been out here for years. And Jennifer, I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. Thank you very much for sharing your story. And somebody's gonna watch this and learn from it and decide not to partake in G or blues or whatever, because they could end up losing everything, right?
Yeah.
Similar to how you've lost everything.
Yeah.
But I have faith that you'll find yourself again, and you'll live a better life with your mom, your family, regain a relationship with your children. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you my card with my number so you can call me if you ever need a ride to treatment, if you ever need to talk to somebody. And I'm also going to go grab you lunch. Lunch has been donated. So thank you very much. Stay safe. God bless you, okay?
Thank you.